my name is Scott with Scotty's Masters. We're here today to go through another video. Today I'm going to talk about what I program for strength. Now, I follow the Wendler 5-3-1 program, okay? The reason that I follow the 5-3-1 program is because personally it just works for me as an older athlete, as an older coach, as somebody that's coaching older athletes. I just like it because A, you progress slowly but consistently, and it removes the guesswork. Now, if you've never heard of Wendler, Jim Wendler was a football player at the University of Arizona. He was a multi-letter winner. He was also a power lifter. In fact, he worked under the late, great Louis Simmons of Westside Barbell, right? One of my favorites. Now, the thing about 5-3-1 is that it focuses on these specific lifts: strict press, deadlift, bench press, back squat. Now, for the purpose of our class, strict press, I will substitute a landmine if anybody's having any type of shoulder issues. Deadlift, we go sumo. The reason that we do sumo is that because I don't want these guys rounding their backs. We don't have trap bars, so sumo is probably the next best thing. We also incorporate bench press, and then for back squat, because I don't want to put a bunch of weight on their spine when they're first starting out, I'll do Bulgarian or front curl. That's the only alteration I make to these movements. Now, the big mistake that people make is that they start off with their 1 rep max and then they use the percentages, which I'm going to get into in a second. The best way to go about this, because then it works in the ebbs and flows of diet, sleep, stress, is that you take your 1 rep max and you times it by 90. Then that is the number you use for the percentages, okay? So let me take you through week 1, all right? Week 1, say we're, for example, working strict press, okay? We will do a warm-up of 40% times 5 reps, 50% times 5 reps, 60% times 3 reps. The warm-up never changes. When we get to week 1 with the strict press, after the warm-up, we go 65% times 5, 75 times 5, 85% times 5, and then you see a little plus mark there with the calibration in parentheses. The calibration is to make sure that we are being consistent. So I will have them doing 5 reps. If they can do more than 5, say they do 10 and the form is perfect, then we know we have to increase the weight. If they are failing at 3 or 4, then we know we have to decrease the weight. Again, this is why I like this, because not only does it allow you to build slowly and consistently, but we're also making sure at the end of each cycle that we're calibrated. Week 2, same warm-up, then it goes 70%, 80%, 90% times 3 reps with the calibration. Week 3, we then go 5-3-1. At 75%, 85%, 95% with the calibration. Now, at the end of this cycle, whatever movement you are on, I always incorporate hypertrophy. So for 2 weeks after our cycle is over, we will do 1 week, 50% of the weight, 10 sets times 5 reps. The next week, we'll go 50% of the weight, 10 sets, 7 reps. I will also incorporate some type of resistance. If you've seen videos when we're doing the chest press with the hanging band, provides a little bit more stability. After that whole cycle is done and we get back to stage 1, say we're going back to strict press, then what we do for strict press is that we add 5 pounds onto that 1 rep max. If we're doing back squat or deadlift, we add 10 pounds, okay? So that's how we keep this to build slowly, consistently, and removing the guesswork. My name is Scott of Scotty's Masters. We'll talk to you next week.